Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. I have a family coming in later today for weight loss. It all started a while back when I got a phone call from a mom that was concerned about her junior high age son that was obese, and he wanted to lose some weight, and she wanted to know about Slender for Life and how I could support him in losing the weight. And we talked for a while on the phone, and she acknowledged that both she and her husband were overweight, and that his older brother, who was in high school, was at a healthy weight. And so I set up an initial consultation with mom and dad and the junior high son, and we talked at great length and came up with a program recommendation to work with this family. But I made it really clear to them that this wasn't going to be just a focus about working with the junior high son, that in order for him to truly be successful with his weight loss, mom and dad had to want it too for themselves, and that it was going to be a family affair, and that meant that mom and dad were going to have to support their son in choosing healthy foods and being very physically active. That meant mom and dad were going to have to choose healthy foods themselves, that they were going to have to eat healthy and also be physically active. And there was a little bit of pushback at first, mostly from dad, but they came around and got on board. And what's really great and exciting is that the whole family is doing very well at making healthy food choices. They've gotten rid of all the crap out of the food, all the Oreos and the candy and all the junk out of the house, the ice cream and those types of things. And they've really embraced the whole concept of making food at home, of preparing meals at home, doing the plant-based foods, and they're very active. Their older son, who sometimes is involved in our sessions and not always, and it's more just so he knows what's going on and how to support mom and dad and his little brother, and also just to work with him at making sure that he's making healthy food choices as well. But anyway, the whole family is involved in this process of choosing healthy foods, preparing healthy meals, skipping McDonald's and the real quick fast food restaurant types of stuff and packaged meals and frozen meals, and at being physically active. The whole family's going hiking, they're going skiing, they're bike riding, they're getting out, getting in the community, doing things they never used to do. And one of the big things was for mom to realize that she could buy healthy meals, healthy food that was affordable, that was quick, simple, easy, and that they could do healthy lunches, healthy dinners, healthy breakfasts and snacks, quick, simple, easily, and affordable. And when they come in later today, I'm going to show them an article that I just found. Today is April 6th of 2012, and it's in WebMD, dated today. And it says, overweight kids lose weight when their parents do. It says to make weight loss a family affair. And you may know that I'm very passionate about childhood obesity and supporting people and families in taking weight off and keeping it off, and I'm very firmly committed that it has to be a family affair. But this article says, want to get your overweight child to lose weight but don't know how? Do the same thing yourself. This is the main finding from a new study of 80 overweight or obese children and their parents. When parents lost weight, their kids did too. For each 1 unit decrease in the parent's body mass index, or BMI, children lost 1/4 of a BMI unit. Since 1970, the rate of childhood obesity in the U.S. has tripled. About 1 in 3 children in America are overweight or obese. As a result, obesity-related diseases and conditions normally only seen in adults are increasingly diagnosed in kids. Things like diabetes and heart disease, due to being overweight, are showing up now in our children. The average BMI of parents in the study was obese, but not all parents in the study were overweight. The findings may have been even more dramatic if all the parents were overweight or obese. Children look up to their parents. It's not fair to tell a child to lose weight if you don't do it yourself. It has to be a team effort. You must walk your own walk. This study reaffirms the role of the parent and the fact that changes need to be made in the home environment to be sustainable. Studies have shown that not only targeting parents for weight loss has trickle-down effects on kids. The parents lose weight, and the children do too. This makes perfect sense. Parents are the role models for their children. They buy the food for the household and set activity levels. This is where the changes need to take place. If the parents are overweight and not on board, these children won't lose weight or make and maintain heart-healthy changes. I've talked before about years ago when I first started working with children with weight loss. I had a mom bring her son in, and he was about 12 at that time, and saw him recently. He's like 22 and just out of college and looks great. But we started out pretty rough because at that time he would be just all excited after leaving my office or at the end of a session about making healthy eating choices, about being physically active. And Mom would show up, pick him up, and take him to McDonald's for dinner. And he wasn't losing weight. And it took a while to get Mom on board and to get her involved. And from then on, I got very clear with myself that weight loss does have to be a family affair, and that when I'm working with teenagers and younger children, that I want Mom and Dad here in the office with me, and sometimes the siblings, and we make it a whole family project, that we're not just singling out one person, but the whole family is eating healthy. And Mom doesn't buy crap and bring it into the food. She doesn't buy junk food. Dad doesn't buy junk food. They don't bring it in the house and secretively sneak the candy or the Twinkies or whatever. They're not doing ice cream. They're not doing those things and trying to hide it from their kids. They wait till the kids go to bed or wait till they're gone and then go for the junk food. We get Mom and Dads on board and fully committed, and the kids have great success. So if you're concerned about your children and their weight, give me a call at 206-903-1232 or send me an email, roger@hypnosishealthinfo.com. I truly am very passionate, I said that, about supporting children particularly, but people in general, about taking weight off and keeping it off. And that truly is what it's all about, being slender for the rest of your life. And to me, it's downright criminal that for the first time since the Civil War, this generation of children have a shorter life expectancy than my generation. And it's all due to preventable behavioral changes, things that could be prevented. If people would eat healthy and exercise, our kids wouldn't be overweight. And they wouldn't have these diseases, and they'd have a longer life expectancy than my generation. It is preventable, it's all behavioral, and we can change that. We simply cannot afford the healthcare costs of obesity. So give me a call, 206-903-1232, and again, roger@hypnosishealthinfo.com. Come visit me here in my Bainbridge Island office or over in Seattle in the Medical Dental Building. If you live too far away, we can set up Skype and internet sessions, phone sessions to support you. I have clients around the world, so we can set up a program that'll work for you. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health Info.